All the girls in the world were divided into two classes. One class included all the girls in the world except her, and they had all the usual human feelings and were very ordinary girls, while the other class, herself alone, had no weakness and was superior to all humanity. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Pierre was right when he said that one must believe in the possibility of happiness in order to be happy, and I now believe in it. Let the dead bury the dead. But while I'm alive, I must live and be happy. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. Seize the moments of happiness, love, and be loved. That is the only reality in the world. All else is folly. It is the one thing we are interested in here. Something magical has happened to me, like a dream when one feels frightened and creepy and suddenly wakes up to the knowledge that no such terrors exist. I have wakened up. He soon felt that the fulfillment of his desires gave him only one grain of the mountain of happiness he had expected. This fulfillment showed him the eternal error men make in imagining that their happiness depends on the realization of their desires. It's not given to people to judge what's right or wrong. People have eternally been mistaken and will be mistaken, and in nothing more than in what they consider right and wrong. The best stories don't come from good versus bad, but good versus good. If you love me as you say you do, she whispered, make it so that I am at peace. The whole world is divided for me into two parts. One is she, and there is all happiness, hope, light. The other is where she's not, and there is dejection and darkness. I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant, though they always talk about it. I simply want to live to cause no evil to anyone but myself. Love those you hate you. I always loved you. And if one loves anyone, one loves the whole person, just as they are not as one would like them to be, Dolly. Love is life. Everything that I understand only because I love. Everything is, everything exists, only because I love. Everything is united by it alone. Love is God. And to die means that a particle of love, shall return to the general and eternal source. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. It's much better to do good in a way that one knows anything about it. They've got no idea what happiness is. They don't know that without this love, there is no happiness or unhappiness for us. There is no life. You can love a person dear to you with a human love, but an enemy can only be loved with divine love. But I'm glad you will see me as I am. Above all, I wouldn't want people to think that I want to prove anything. I don't want to prove anything. I just want to live to cause no evil to anyone but myself. I have that right, haven't I? But the law of loving others could not be discovered by reason, because it is unreasonable. It's hard to love a woman and do anything. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you like them to be. Free thinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. This state of mind is not common, but it is essential for right thinking. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meal, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite, and to act so is immoral. Boredom, the desire for desires. Mohammed has always been standing higher than the Christianity. He does not consider God as a human being and never makes himself equal to God. Muslims worship nothing except God, and Muhammad is his messenger. There is any mystery and secret in it. All great literature is one of two stories. A man goes on a journey or a stranger comes to town. Sometimes she did not know what she feared, what she desired, whether she feared or desired, what had been or what will be, and precisely what she desired, she did not know. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. I've always loved you, and when you love someone, you love the whole person just as he or she is, and not as you would like them to be. The most powerful warriors are patience and time. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Love the reason I dislike. The word is that it means too much for me, far more than you can understand. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun, yet he saw her like the sun, even without looking. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of love serves to counteract their grief and heals them.